most important part of the segment, which is the third party risk management. Okay, which is why all of us are here. Okay, let me show you. So this is a template that we need to refer to. Okay, I'll give you the main parts. Okay, this is a very high level template. If you want, you can use it as it is also. But I will tell you the main parts how we need to basically do it. Okay, so basically these are the risk categories and risk indicators for any third party out there. Are you able to see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
So for every company, the cyber security risk will be remain same. For example, these risks will remain same: cyber security risk, operational risk, compliance risk, privacy risk, okay, technology risk, okay. All these risks will remain same. However, the probability and impact will change depending upon the what.
Sorry, sir, could you repeat once? I'll just.
Okay. So for any business, these risk types will remain same. Okay. You're able to see like cybersecurity risk, operational risk, compliance risk, privacy risk, technology risk. Okay. These are all the types of risk related to a third party vendor. However, every business will have different probability and impact based upon what?
Business functions.
Service.
A requirement.
The business requirement, right?
Or nature of business.
Exactly. Based upon the nature of the business. Yes. Some business this will be critical, for some business technology will be critical, for some business privacy will be critical, depending upon the nature of the business we need to decide. Very good. Okay, and that will decide which of these parameters are more critical, and you give the rating accordingly. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, and again this is a very high level template that I'm giving you. Doesn't mean that you can't add more compliance risk, more privacy risk, more operational risk. Definitely you can, but this is a starting point. Tomorrow if your boss comes and say, Sangeeta, perform a third party risk assessment, this is how you need to begin with. Clear? Okay, and
Yes,
this will be
sir.
performed by for each vendor separately. Okay, don't club it in a Microsoft one service all vendor. No, each service, each vendor separately. Remember, it is a time consuming thing, but at the end of the day it has its own benefits. Okay,
You just take one vendor example.
one vendor example, yeah, definitely we
Yeah.
can take.
Yes.
uh which is the most critical one in this case, for the case study? Any critical vendor you can give me?
Yeah, Microsoft Azure.
Microsoft Azure, right? So Microsoft Azure, what are the services they are providing? Any services they are providing?
Monitoring tool, they are providing logs and monitoring tool.
So if monitoring tool they are providing, definitely you will get directly get a this thing operational risk, because see, if the monitoring tools are not functional, your operations will get impacted. Okay, so this is where you need to focus more on. Okay, and similarly, if the vendor is having PII data, then privacy risk will also come into play. That's how you need to think about it. Okay.
So under these categories like technology risk, privacy risk, whatever
Yeah.
these are categorized,
Yeah.
for this vendor, what kind of service is there? That category only we have to do the values for the probability and impact, right?
Yes,
To get the risk
more
score.
or less. 80% would be that, and 20%
Because
about the remaining also.
some might
Yeah.
not apply for the cyber security risk. Some of the
Yeah,
vendors.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. 80% that way and 20% the remaining also, because you need to check what could be the impact on a technology side, on the operational side that way.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is the whole idea.
So, love, with those values you have put in for the probability and then the impact, um, how are those values derived?
From a business criticality perspective, that's what we discussed, right? From the nature of the business.
Isn't there like a table or something where you can say, okay, this business, okay, so where is there like a what do you call that thing, like a
Matrix.
that thing?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Matrix is there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, got it.
See, this
Thank
is the
you.
matrix. Very high, high, moderate, low, very low. These are the numbers also, this scores. Okay,
Okay, okay, got it.
got it? Okay, so once, see, again, once you will perform this exercise, only then it will be more clear. Right now, theory will not make any sense. What I want you to do right now is take one vendor. Remember my words. Take one vendor per room and try to analyze this whole thing for only one vendor, okay, per room. Okay, and let's see what we get into. Only take one vendor, the critical one which you think. Let us do it for that. Okay, first we'll do the critical one, then we'll do medium, and then we'll do the lower one to see how exactly things are changing. Okay.
You want each room to take up all three
So we
No, no,
can
no, no,
pick
criteria?
no.
any tier.
Each
Only one,
room
right?
only one. Each room only one for now,
One
because
vendor.
it's a long list, right? I don't want you to waste a lot of time. Only one
So we
vendor
can
you
pick
take.
any tier,
Anyone,
whether
but
tier
for
one.
now only critical one.
Okay, critical, sure.
Only critical one. Okay, for now.
Okay, all right.
And you can add your sheet over here if you want. Okay, and most
Okay,
of these are only assessments which they have done, and so basically it's a live document from a company. Okay, so if you want to remove these sheets, you can remove, because see, they had 20 vendors, so 20 sheets are created, but out of these any sheets you can use. I'm okay with that. Okay.
sure.
Love,
So
again, this
yeah.
question around probability and impact.
Hmm.
So, taking the first question, when the lack of adequate certification under international cybersecurity, so the probability is what? Like, I didn't understand the exercise.
Vendor
So,
lack of adequate certification under international cybersecurity standards can put organization at risk. Yes. Now, depending upon which vendor are we talking about, right? Whether it's a high risk vendor, medium risk vendor, or low risk vendor. Would low risk vendor probability be high? You tell me.
No.
Low would be one.
One, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the impact? Would low risk vendor
It
have a
has
five
no
impact?
impact. No, no, zero.
Zero or one? Let's say one.
One,
Okay.
one.
Let's
Let
say
it be
one.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now clear,
One.
Sangeeta.
yeah, okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. That's why we did the classification, na.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Got
you
it.
clear?
Yeah.
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 Those classification now will be actually be used. Now clear?
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Once you do it, it will be more clear. No matter how many times I'll explain. Okay. So go ahead.